Hey, welcome to episode 3 of Coffee Talk. So, here we are yet again, one day more with Coffee Talk. Let's see how the journey is going. Okay, let's jump into it. I'm sure that would be okay. Yes, I mean, really hard to pull off something that will make the story different. Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully and gracefully. I know. Hey, Gala. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Mr. Bean was just giving me a feedback. It's on the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my present interrupt you. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll do. I need to interrupt Mr. Bean for a moment. Sure. What can I help you with? We got that. My phone is kind of vibrating here, but maybe it's his phone. I have a cup of... Remember my remedy? Of course. If you want to give it one more try, my last order didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's a tea and ginger. At least things are definitely different ingredient from the other dose. Okay. Remember, it's tea and ginger. Okay. So let's go with tea, ginger, and maybe we go for mint. No honey. I think we used honey last time. Maybe we go for cinnamon. Let's try that out. So we have a new brew pad here. Is it there? Russian tea. Should we try masala? Yeah, okay, we are making masala chai. Okay, let's just try that and see if that hits the spot. Oh, is it? Nope. This drink doesn't even follow my guidelines. Far from it. Oh my, pardon my mistake. Never mind. He drank it after he said so. Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with discussion. Don't worry, Mr. Gala, we're done for the night. You're done. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you. You're welcome. Is Hyde coming? No, I'm by myself tonight. Gonna be a peaceful night then. That's mean, Freya. Oh, come on, I'm just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate. He's taught nicely, though. He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies to you too. Ah, come on. Good evening. Welcome, Mr. Bylis. Hey, how are you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Mr. Bean was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. It's cool. It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What is the problem with the story? The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own adventure storybook for adults. It was pretty common so far, but instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score. What? The score will determine which page you should go on. Yeah, so it's low-key talking about when we are making tea, where the story is going. So to unlock more of the storyline, we have to guess the right werewolf ginger thing for Mr. Gala. That sounds more like a video game than a book. I know, It's not that original, but my target here is the mainstream audience, which will help my publisher. This kind of book go mainstream, just like choose your own adventure show on Netstream. That was nothing new, but because the marketing, the names evolved, reached the mainstream market. That sounds interesting and highly ambiguous, Freya. Please, it's simple than another idea, which is make the novel not in the form of a book, but the form of story cards. What? I know, right? As far as she has all the time in the world. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue. Setting the story in a world where only human exists. What did you say? No, there's a reason why it has been that way. Just wait until I finish it, okay? Alright. As Mr. Bean said though, I won't have the time. Getting normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. Fair enough. What story is all about, by the way? You will have to wait for it. Don't wait to spoil the fun. If you say so. Anyway, I have ordered anything. What do you want to drink? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. Ginger latte. Didn't we... Okay, ginger latte is a new one. So let's go. I think the coffee milk ginger is the one to make then. So coffee, milk, and ginger. Go. And we have to latte art it. I'm not good at this. Okay, and then we are going to etch it a little bit. Hit the wrong button. Thanks. It's good, but we need more ginger. Not that it's bad or anything. So that's, you get more stories here. We could read them also, and it's kind of... You will get a more backstory of what's happening after they leave, I think. Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. They found somebody. I guess it's just my personal taste. Noted. By the way, how are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client? I'm done with her. Done? As you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not crazy. Still need the money. Done is I have finished the job. I spent the past few days making sure. It's even done before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. We had some complaints, of course, but I convinced her by using some design terms she doesn't understand. So we finished the job by bullshitting her. Finest bullshit, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? Nope. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work in a few personal matters. Oh. Like you and Lua. Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking. I don't mind. Just that I was young and stupid, you know. Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in the college. Ooh, spicy. And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. Wait, what? Okay, I said it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay? Let's call him Cognac. Cognac has a girlfriend. Still following? And that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after. Oh, okay. Got it. She was one of the hottest girls there. But everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you want to date. Why? I don't want to get into details. But this succubus was super hot. And all the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too. Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all. Because it wasn't Lua, genius. Huh? Lua was my friend's girl. Holy moly! That's getting spicier. And the older girl's name was, let's just call her Rose. Continue. I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac. That's fake name you made up, right? Yeah! Now, while you let me continue without interruptions. Okay. So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much. But I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us one point. I lived with Cognac back in the college. I'd been out and I got back just Lua arrived. Total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising. What? Cognac was sleeping with Rose. Yeah. Holy mother. I saw that look of Lua's face, disbelief, anger, sadness. And without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face. You what? I got into a fight with him, and I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. Pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed one punch, and he beat me to a pulp. Easy. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. More like she begged Cognac. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I didn't give up easily. I was beaten pretty bad, and Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that, and I didn't even remember the exact date, but suddenly that friendship turned into a relationship. That was one hell of a story. I know. Have you seen her by chance? Yeah, Lua came in a few days ago. How's she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or text. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. We got into an argument though. With whom? There was a male model. A model? I didn't think she was that type of girl. But out with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, we were talking about your relationship. Lua told us both the reason because of the fight. You have family stuff, and then this guy, Hyde, joined the discussion. What did he say? Didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval, considering, you know, what? You're willing to leave your own. You would do that for her? Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or should I say, most elven families. They all think they are so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are anything. We must never, ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have a certain job. Jobs are deemed worthy and successful, like being a doctor, lawyer, or a CEO. You know, ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem doable. unless you become a next Da Vinci. So, when I switched from business major to art major, my parents went crazy. Seemed like they were on fire. They told me that I have never be rich or successful. All that because you choose art degree? You want to know the worst part? They blame Lua. What? They blame her for my decision. Yelled how much her kind is ruining the country. Accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord. Accusing her of putting spell on me and cursing the family. Whoa! I mean, come on. It's the 21st century. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Tell me about it. Lou is the only person that can make me feel alive. He showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lou is so obsessed. The idea of a recollection with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family or not. I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you should give us a different perspective. So I don't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't have help overhearing your story. Assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct? Yes, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we don't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps it's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes with succubi are true? I never thought about it that before. Whether you like it or not, your action will have impact for her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. You might feel responsible for your actions. Yeah, she did tell us that last time they sat together, both of them. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstance might change. One day, you might regret your decisions. One day, you might use the "I left my family for you" card. We love each other. I will be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely. It might burn hard at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It will be hard, because life is full of storms, and marriage will not survive on love alone. Woo! That's deep. We have each other, and that's enough. Tell me, you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You need some. For what? What for? Immortality is an elven privilege, but you lose it if your family disown you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or was seriously ill. Emptied their entire life savings from an 8 pill because of this country. They charge 20,000 for it. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privilege as you. There's high probability that they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. They shouldn't take lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I got to go. I apologize for my intrusion. No. Thank you for your insight. Basically the same thing the vampire was saying, but in a different tone. I got to go to. Want to head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Mr. Bean and Freya. Bye. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't me. You were leaving anyway. Are you going to write that in your book? That's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. Sounds like an idea. Mental, sour and cool with a hint of home. Free of charge. Coachella 2020. 10 reasons why you should go. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Who vows to stop major hospitals selling furious sedatives illegally? Hey, there they are. He never really changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice. Catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Mr. Bean. I'd like to order again, the usual. Back to the experiment. Yes, you know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright. Know what to do. So let's go. Tea, milk, ginger, brew. Galahad. Try this. Thank you. Just what I needed. Wait, I thought I made that drink for him already. Wait, what? What about you, Hyde? What would you like to order? Anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It feels like you two He was a bodyguard. Oh? Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Those 2 bastards. It wasn't pretty though. So I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, tough? Just because I'm a vampire, it doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I have been in a couple of drinks. I've taken them for both of if I was sober. Couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. I was stuck with him until morning. Thank you for leaving me in the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they have ties to the mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes! They wanted me to launder their dirty money. So I decided to screw them over. Yeah, I overheard that we're talking about before the fight started. I know Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole. He's not a thief. But good luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all that trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that I counted for nothing. I have to say, it was my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ah, I see. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working as on the hospital? Well, he was working with me. I noticed Hyde. Prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I won't go into any details about it. That's okay. I forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping others, people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor. That's why I choose hospital admin instead. So you could say I'm owning this guy in my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence, he's helping me when I need it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Tale, werewolf, really? Anyway, Mr. Bean, I'd like to order something now. Sure. Can you make me a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Okay. Let's try this one. Oh, he said tea. Ah. Fuck. Tea with mint and cinnamon. No, ginger. So there's warm and cool, same. Let's go. Mint ginger tea. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. Yes! By the way, it's like this place missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her. Speaking of which, I guess. Hello, people. And one vampire. Wow, really? I got to see you too. Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? Why I'm like yawning. Ugh. What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't there. It's how you pick up girl young enough to be your granddaughter. That won't work at me. I'm not interested in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You look tired. Or at work? How would you tell? Call it werewolf sense, right? I showed it Mr. Bean my draft and actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. I'm glad to help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. Please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. Speaking of hospitals, how is your hospital admitting life going? It's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. But things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we have done and how much it would cost them. Kind of like biz dev for people's life then. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most adams are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find it any reasons to. Yeah, and you have confidential. You have to be, there. So, how to talk about the job that's not involved with people, with their economics and stuff like that, and like personal stuff, operating on your, heart or whatever. How to put that in a conversation with somebody. You just don't. Yeah, it's patience, personal lives anyway. It's professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold on that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. He needs to be a bit less loyal though. Hyde? You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa! I didn't know that. Wait. 50 years in the same position? Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly marginal. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, I have told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But salary must have better for you to take promotions, right? There is the theory of dumbing dummy, people that are good at their jobs get, they get promoted to stuff they don't know and are good at. You get better salary, but you get a job that you're misery for you because you are dealing with a lot of things you don't need and want. And I think that's a real problem in the world. When you are climbing the ladders, instead of getting paid by how good you are at the job, you are like, you have to climb the ladder to get better, house and stuff like that, but then you are misery and job. And it's a trap I see a lot of people are in. Anyways, of course. But I was get moment is more than enough for me right now. Still get raises while I'm doing this job. Really don't figure you out. That's gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay high? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yup. Safe trip. See you around, Mr. Bean. And you, Freya. See you. Take care. It's kind of hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I miss interesting story. So, how did you guys meet? Seriously? Have to retell the story? Yep. Come on. Okay, let's go. Met in the place back in the bar. And so it goes. Whoa! I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he got the build to be in the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from how should I say this, very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it. But you know why. Are you trying to squeeze the story out of me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Come on. I won't go into details, but going to war messes with your head. Oh. You see, Gala doesn't want to talk about it, eh? I didn't get it, but just a bit difficult, especially back then. Yeah, the only thing he was confident in was strength. He only did work that relied on his muscles. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. At least, it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscles. Hey, didn't know about all that at that time. Besides, he was being a very good bodyguard. We weren't that close yet, so no personal feelings. I need his strength. But then I got interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person, that's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. Not surprised, but I kinda pushed him. Oh, it's complicated. Eventually, he did go to professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in therapy sessions. But in the end, he found a new purpose in life. He quit working for me, and not long after that, he started working in the hospital. He has been Good evening, everyone. Oh boy, good evening. Nice to see you again. We're also glad to see you, Barista. By the way, didn't you catch your name in the last time you visited? Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, we call us Neil. Neil. Yep, Neil. Is it a real knife? Of course not. Due to the nature of communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of association with Earthlings' efforts in intergalactic exploration. Neil Armstrong. I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop. So hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Right. You came here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle? Yeah. Oh, you're not from around here. Neither are we. Where are you from? Far away. Far away. You mean a few thousand miles, of course, or more. More. Much more. More to the point where your strange calculation systems means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What you doing in Seattle? And are you kind dressed like this? Oh, this. We choose this appearance based on the image we saw when we first arrived. Image? The Army Gendru album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As far as we're doing, this place is really the perfect spot for practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything. Yeah, we don't able to taste it anyway. You can't. What if brew a drink that make you feel something? Interesting premise. With the dope you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. Okay. I think we go for coffee with mint and ginger. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking. That's how they drink. Woo, boy. You're an interesting person. Thank you. It's a compliment. Normally, yes, but you can't be sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of a compliment. What are you, Neil? Us, we are travelers. doing our job on space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission of spread our seed. You really are had to find a date. All the way from galaxy far, far away. Whoa. It turns out pervs exist everywhere in this universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We don't understand. We're glad we can make you laugh. Oh, that pleasure was mine. As if I was asking, why did you have to breed with us? We're sorry, but the classified information. Oh, come on, man. Well, how is the mission going? Can't say it's going well. I'm not surprised with how quirky and unique you are. Not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. It maybe go further if you know a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them. I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I didn't I get it a lot. People often mistakes me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you're willing to breed with us in exchange for our story? Whoa, no wonder your mission is not going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for a story, but I'm only sleeping with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yeah, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. And why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live in very, very long lives. So even though there are rules about having kids, they have a strictly enforced. A lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will. We thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least that was what we gathered from an informational network. In theory, that would be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. But we have another question. Ask away. Can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time you start by dating boyfriends or girlfriends, before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I'm single. Do you want to be a girlfriend? Now, the part of starting a date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. The breeding process on Earth is certainly extremely. If it can be easy with a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Somebody could have communication with each other. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still one totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms is something you wear to prevent pregnancy. What would you do mating ritual if you don't want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is so much to process in the evening. So we talked about using condoms. But how do you have sex? Like seeing how you drink a condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? You're pretty flexible with that. But we can not tell you the details, unless we agree to do a mating ritual. Oh man. I don't want to imagine how it's done. You don't need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physical or mentally. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research. We tried it on the testing object we made. It's proven. The mental capacity of Earthling is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we didn't know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We're not sure. It's been yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with you all. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. Take care. That was really something, indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but the date never came. They mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer or... Whoa! I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has the young girl been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, something is showing some concern. I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come. And Freya was being pretty noisy. To the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. Oh, my. You really have to knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. Not easy to make Gala join a random conversation unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow, so I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? Only for a week though. I'm back here sooner than you know. Oh well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. Really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's a way to put it. Anyway, Freya, you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. All right. Take care. Spanish. Sahara. Warm and cozy, just like in a day in Barcelona. Looks like chocolate with the cinnamon. Is that good? I haven't tasted that. But okay, we are going on the almost an hour mark, so I think it's a good place to end the stream for today, for this game. Government-made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization strives to save more forest, and protests arise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. Welcome. Oh! We have a man in black. Okay. So we are going to save. And that is it. That's a good cliffhanger, I think, for the next time we play the game. Okay, thank you all for watching. See you in the next one, and Super thank you to everybody that's Patreon.